Hello, Joyce Odidison here. So today I want to talk about that whole concept of emotional wellness. We've spent so much time talking about mental health and we spend a lot of time talking about mental illnesses, and most times we clump mental health in with mental disease and mental illness, but they are separate. So, as a coach and coach trainer, one of the things that we do at Interpersonal Wellness Services and Coach Velocity, we are teaching people how to develop mental wellness. You see, mental wellness is not a standalone, it's actually part of your overall well being. So, in order for you to have mental wellness, you have to manage your stress. You have to have a good balance. You've got to have that spiritual connection. You've got to have that emotional awareness. You've got to have that ability to engage, knowing about boundaries, have that sense of contribution and commitment, the intellectual wellness to be able to consume information and in a rational way and be critical, practice critical thinking, good decision making, interdependence, understanding that environmental wellness, connecting with others outside yourself, relationship with self and others, your environment, how you care for yourself, your where you live, where you work. And then, of course, there's the financial wellness, which is that whole big part of, how we negotiate and make transactions in lives. And that's a big part that many people miss. They've never learned the ability to make decisions, to long-term planning, understanding net worth and equity. So a lot of times when we don't take care of those areas of our lives, they become a stress for us and they deteriorate our mental wellness. And any kind of stress that you're carrying will deteriorate your mental wellness. So that's really important to think about. And then, of course, there is the physical wellness, taking care of yourself, exercising, taking care of your skin, making sure you're eating well, you're nourishing yourself, eating the foods that are high in fiber, very nutritious, low in sugar and and not processed, as much fresh and natural as possible. So all of those things contribute because what you eat create your cells, and if you're not properly nourished, it will impact your mind, your ability to think straight, your ability to have healthy conversation. So when we talk about emotional wellness, it's an interdependent, it's an interrelated, multidimensional aspect to who we are. And then there is the interpersonal. Well, you've got to learn how to have good relationships with your family, with your colleagues, if with yourself, right? Sometimes we can be really mean to ourselves. So all of those are part of what we do. And with the WIZ method that we use for coaching, is we actually walk clients through the 9 dimensions of wellness and help them to see how well they are in the various elements of life. And then in those dimensions, once they understand how well they're doing, then part of the coaching is to create curiosity and awareness as to why am I only doing this, on a scale of 1 to 10? Why am I at a 4? And how do I move beyond the 4? What does moving beyond the 4 look like? What will it feel like? How will it change my life? Who do I need to become? What kind of mindset do I need? Right? So big part of our program at Coach Velocity School of Coaching, where we train coaches, is the wellness competency mindset. So what are the wellness competencies that we need to align with to move us from where we are to where we want to go? Because if we don't develop the competencies, we just pick up fads, and you go on a fad, a diet, or you're gonna run around the block for 10 weeks and then you're done exercising for the year, so we go into these spur of motivational short spurt of energy towards a particular task, or we're going to eat only fish this month or this quarter, and then we eat everything else. So we need to have what I call wellness competencies. So with wellness competencies, we competencies are built by observation, by understanding, by practice. So we build skill awareness, feedback. We build these skills into competencies. And the thing about competencies is that they become part of your repertoire. And you can measure competencies because they're observable. Whereas if we don't have competencies around our wellness, so when we're improving our wellness and we talk about the wellness improvement system, it's we fall off the wagon because we don't have a framework and we don't have competencies to measure our results. So we're just going in the dark. It's like, you go to the kitchen and it's dark and you well, I can remember this to say, I'm just going to do that. But if you can see everything, you can look around and say, oh, well, this is out of place, that is out of place, let me do this first. And so you have a structure. But when we are working without a structure or a framework towards our own well-being, then we struggle and we go up and down. Like, we're on a high now and then we crash. So it's very important to have a structure around your wellness. So when we talk about wellness, mental wellness, that's what I talk about. So when I walk clients through to emotional wellness, mental wellness, spiritual wellness, I actually provide them with the framework and give them a visual so we can actually start to create an imagery in their mind that shifts their mindset and create a new norm for them on what their wellness and what's the scope of wellness we're talking about and how they relate to wellness. So it's about that wellness mindset shift that we're doing. So one of the courses that we offer at Coach Velocity School of Coaching is the wellness mindset competency coaching, and then we talk about the wellness mindset shift that we want to help clients have and how we do that and successful ways to do that, because we know that with that emotional wellness, people are able to deal with the challenges in their lives and deal with things that come up in a much more successful way without as much stress, overwhelm, or likelihood of burning out. So I'm so glad to be able to share with you today. Have a wonderful rest of your day and a great weekend. I wanted to share this piece on emotional wellness with you before I wrap up my week. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you over the next few weeks as I talk more about what is coaching, what makes coaching different, because coaching is such an important process for maintaining our mental wellness. Take care and be well. Joyce Odidison, joyceodidison.com.